It may be an understatement to say that President Biden's unilateral withdrawal of U.S. troops from Afghanistan hasn't been going as smoothly as he may have anticipated. Biden's claim that the G7, including our European allies, has been fully briefed on his order to withdraw all U.S. troops from Afghanistan and that they are good with it. There are many indications from many quarters this isn't true. The skeptical sentiment might be best summed up with UK Prime Minister Tony Blair's scathing op-ed on his website calling Biden's decision, quote, imbecilic. But Biden's brash decision may have an origin story extending back to the original 2003 invasion, which, as senator, he voted for. Perhaps to atone for his sin, Biden resolved to right the wrong and move to get us out of these, quote, forever wars. Biden successfully lobbied former President Obama to withdraw 150,000 U.S. troops from Iraq to almost zero. The results were not pretty. The vacuum the U.S. retreat had created resulted in a resurgent al-Qaeda in Iraq that morphed into a more terrifying version of itself as ISIS. ISIS eventually seized 40% of the country. To clean up the mess, President Obama had to send troops back to Iraq, and they remain there today. Biden admitted on August 16th that when he was vice president under former President Barack Obama,
that's why I opposed the surge when it was proposed in 2009 when I was vice president.
The late great diplomat Richard Holbrooke of the Dayton Accords fame had cautioned Biden in 2010 that removing troops from Afghanistan wouldn't be as easy as one might believe. He also cautioned that we had an obligation to the Afghanis who had trusted us. Biden reportedly responded with an expletive-laden diatribe yelling, quote, "We don't have to worry about that." I asked White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki about Blair's blistering column, as well as then Vice President Biden's famous interaction with Richard Holbrooke.
Thanks, Jen. I'm following up on Jennifer's and Bob's question again on G7, and that is that Tony Blair wrote a pretty scathing op-ed claiming that President Biden's decision put politics over policy. And also, the question is here, how does the White House respond to that? And also, there's this lingering question that the president has had this impulse to get out of Afghanistan. He even had an interaction with former diplomat Holbrooke, where Holbrooke said, listen, we have a duty to these people. And the vice president reportedly had an answer to that. What is your response?
Well, I would first say that that was clearly more than 10 years ago. Second, if it happens, which I have no confirmation of, but I would say first that the president has been in touch directly with Prime Minister Boris Johnson, who is the current leader of the UK, and has been clear with his G7 partners about what his objectives are, his commitment to the mission, the progress we're making, and the factors that he has considered. And that is something he's in touch with current leaders about. We also understand that allies and partners of ours and adversaries for different reasons have advocated for the United States and our men and women in the military staying longer. But as the President of the United States and the Commander-in-Chief of this country, he has to factor in their security, their safety, and that is his responsibility, even if it's not theirs. Thanks, everyone. You're going to see the President shortly.
Thank you.
From Washington, D.C., this is Doug Christian